Some are being deprived of food, weaponization of food in the countryside. Some have been deprived of even the opportunity to even have water services in communities. They can't use certain bowls in certain communities. Classic case of political victimization. I'm sure you read about some of our agents and those who were campaigning for us. We had to be made to pay, a fine of some gods for just campaigning for CCC. So we have all these victimization cases, including the issue of being denied inputs on account of having supported CCC. There are even people whose farms are being threatened to be taken just because they were seen to be associated with the CCC. One issue that tells you that even in a flawed election, we won emphatically the presidential election. We won emphatically the mayoral election. That's why we have 33 out of 34 in a flawed election. In a much more credible election, we are even going to do better, 34 out of 34. We won emphatically, even in terms of parliamentarian candidates. Yes, you may say that we have 104, as has been declared by ZEC, but we have much more. And this is why there are cases that are raised for challenge, because certain things were not done in a proper manner. It is for this reason that Zimbabwean citizens and citizens across the whole country are demanding an immediate resolution of the legitimacy crisis. But how are we going to resolve the legitimacy crisis? To lead, you need the mandate. The mandate comes from a vote. That mandate is disputed. And therefore, there has to be a political settlement, a political dialogue, immediately, to be able to deal with the issues of a disputed election. And it is in this spirit that, mandated by the citizens and by the Citizen National Assembly, we have written to SADC, the SADC Secretariat, and for the SADC Chair and the heads of state, and we have communicated the same, to resolve the dispute and stalemate in Zimbabwe. We have copied ZANU PF, because it takes two to tango. We have also reached out to ZANU PF in their various organs to say we have to resolve the issue of a disputed election. Because even if you go by the declared disputed election, it's almost a half-half or 50-50. Meaning to say that the sentiment in the country, in terms of the declared ZEC result, which is flawed, the sentiment is divided. You need the country to be in a conversation on the way forward around key reforms, politically, economically, and of course, constitutionally and legally. And even building bridges with the whole world. You can't build bridges with the whole world if there are no bridges amongst yourself. So yes, iSindebele city iganza ziyagezana. We are one people as a country. Our duty is to unite the nation and make sure that we find each other as a people and find a common way forward to resolve the issues where we have a fundamental dispute. In fact, when we go into an election, it's already a dialogue, because a ballot is a form of a dialogue. When you have Chamisa there, Mnangagwa there, on a ballot paper, it's a dialogue of the citizens. And the citizens must be able to give a mandate to the leader they want. So yes, dialogue is there, but it's half-hearted. Some would say, but look, why would you want that conversation? In the local authorities, the de facto government is CCC. In the central government, the de facto government, because of force, is ZANU PF. So we have a shared government, which may not necessarily be an inclusive government. And that shared government can only function better for the citizens if there is a conversation on a unanimous position on the credibility and legitimacy of a government.